Hey, yo, what's gaming players? It's your boy, This Sharp, man, back out here with another video for you guys today. And you guys, this video is about to be one of the most epic videos of all time, because we are about to make another regular season for you guys. And you see that I'm on a whole different game from back then, which is because, if you didn't know, we're doing it for the legend himself, Kobe Bryant. Because you know he's not gonna be with us for a long time, because he's now gone, and we are hoping to do this season for him. So R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. We're doing this season just for you, man. We're doing this just for you, so you can see that your character gets to play basketball just for you, so you can remember everything that he does. So we kick this season off with the Detroit Pistons heading to Atlanta to take on the Atlanta Hawks in Phillips Arena, because we have a triple header to start the season. After the Pistons and Hawks go at it, then we head to Chicago, where the Cavaliers take on the Chicago Bulls. And then after that, the New Orleans Pelicans travel to Golden State to face the defending 2015 champions, the Golden State Warriors. Now this should be a great season, because I'm pretty sure that these teams are going to be going at each other. So without further ado, let's go on ahead and get underway with the first game of our triple header.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Atlanta Hawks in their house, Phillips Arena. Checking out Atlanta, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations.
Yeah, well, some people.
Alright, so here are the starting lineups for both sides. As you can see the starting lineups for the Pistons and the Hawks. And if you didn't know, this was the season that they started their careers. Every single player that plays on a different team, they all started in this season. The season that they actually played on. They played for 4 years straight. And now, in 2020, they still play for the same teams. So, let's go ahead and get on the way. So, the 2015-2016 season begins with this matchup. Now, if you don't know what this means on the bottom of the matchups, that means that they basically pick away how they gonna win the game. So you see the way the Hawks are gonna win it. Now for the Pistons, they really gotta protect the paint in this one, because if the Hawks start going into the paint, they might lose the game. Let's find out what happens.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season
is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today.
All right, and we are underway.
And they're starting off the season against this Detroit team. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
He gets to Adrian. He's guarded by Simmons. He gets to D-Sharp, wide open. And he missed the three.
We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Pistons get the rebound.
All fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor.
Here's Simmons. He knocks it down.
The Cobra out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's the Magician. Then there's Parker. And it's Drummond in at the center.
Here's Atlanta.
Dominant last year. And with his
Corver.
team to clinch their spot.
This is the Adrian. Gives it back to Corver. D-Sharp. Gives it Seth Lotion. Shot clock. And DJ Sharp with the layup.
Merry Christmas. That was a freebie.
On defense for Hawks.
You know, in the second round,
Here's Patterson.
they were trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. Seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
Here's Parker.
Parker puts it up. It's off. Rebound to Atlanta.
With it. Dish now to Corver.
Corver wide open. He puts it in.
Corver's got his first bucket of the night.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason,
Here's Patterson.
they just ran
This is
out.
Morris.
Corver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the
He's
Cavs.
back to
And
Patterson.
when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out in that conference final.
Here's Simmons.
Don't forget, they also
It's
lost
off.
Seth Lotion.
Hawks with the rebound. Bringing it up the court. Here's Corver.
Kicks it to Freak. Back to Corver.
Back to Corver for three. It's off.
The rebound.
Here comes the Pistons.
Morris outside.
Morris gives it to Drummond. He throws it down.
Jamming that one home.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And just under 2.5 minutes
Here's
left here
D-Sharp.
in the first.
He gives it to DJ Sharp.
Sharp the pass.
He gives it to Adrian. He throws it down.
And gets it with a big dunk of his own.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
Here's Detroit.
Right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone.
Pass it. Gives it to
Kevin,
Drummond.
right? That's like his signature.
Gives it to Morris. He's going to fade. And he missed it.
Here's Simmons.
Simmons with the board. He missed it.
And Atlanta will go the other way.
Here comes Atlanta.
Freak gets to Corver.
D-Sharp gives it to Corver. Back to D-Sharp.
Here's Sharp.
Takes it to the basket. And he's going to get fouled.
Go to the line and shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
That foul is on Andre Drummond. That's his first.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of this one.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
D-Sharp wins the first one.
And
And
both free
that's
throws
second.
good from Freak.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule.
Here's Patterson.
They had a total of
Gives it to
22
Drummond.
back-to-back
To Parker.
series.
Wide open. And he nails it.
In the league.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here. Outside
D-Sharp
Corver.
to Corver for three. It's good.
Corver's got his second bucket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game.
Nice shot from Kyle Corver. Hawks lead 11-6.
The feed to Simmons.
Simmons.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played,
Simmons. And he lays it in.
Simmons got his second basket.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's D-Sharp. Gets him to Clover.
Feeds to Freak. Back to Corver.
Clover. Gives it to Adrian. He throws it down.
How about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
13-8
Perfectly
Atlanta.
designed and perfectly executed.
Here's Drummond following the bucket by the Hawks. And stolen.
Oh, and a turnover. Here comes Atlanta. Adrian.
And counted.
And one.
One more at the free throw line.
And the foul.
They wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
So Adrian at the line for Atlanta. And he nails
Last
it.
season, Atlanta showed just how much fun a team can have playing team basketball, complete team effort. We use that word a lot. You don't see it much
Hawks
in the NBA.
up by 8.
They epitomize the play.
Yeah, they sure did. Refreshing to see.
Here's
a team
Parker
do
for
that
3.
well,
It's good.
without a real superstar.
Rob Parker from
They
downtown.
understood their roles and played them perfect.
He's got 5.
By 5.
Here's D-Sharp.
Here's Freak.
Behind the back move. Go! Throws it down over DeAndre Simmons. He did not like that one.
It's got to be a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some
Patterson.
damage with his finishing.
Get it over to Drummond. Simmons wide open. It's good.
And folks, it's not like the Hawks didn't have talent. I mean, they did have 4 All-Stars last year. None of them voted in, however.
D-Sharp.
Now here's Freak. He dishes it to
Passes
Adrian.
it to Adrian. He's trying to get past Drummond. Puts it up. It's off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Patterson. It's good.
Team-oriented the Hawks were last season was this stat. They
Nice
never
shot
had
from
anybody
Christian
score more than
Patterson.
30 points for them in the game all season. Millsap had 30 points once early in the year, and that was the high mark for the team.
And so is Atlanta with it. After the basket by
Here's
Detroit.
D-Sharp.
Now here's Freak. Patterson defending. Freak sets the
D-Sharp.
screen for Freak.
Gets the
Like it
screen.
says, a timely
And he lays it in.
Stephanie took it all the way.
Timeout Detroit.
Freak's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant losses.
Guys, I already see an issue. The points in the paint. You cannot give up that many points at the rim. The Pistons have gotta protect the paint. Because if they don't do that, then they're gonna lose this game. They've got to protect the paint somehow. Because they got good shot blockers. They just need to protect the paint. Because the Hawks are just going inside every single time.
Pistons trail by 5.
Here's Patterson.
And you know, those giant laws were a big part of the Pistons.
Here's it to Drummond.
I mean, their biggest
To
losing
Simmons. To
streak
Parker.
was
He knocks it down.
losses, and a lot of that you attribute
Rob
to
Parker
their
from
defense.
downtown. He's got 8.
For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. They set the pitch.
D Sharp.
Pass to Adrian.
This is to Adrian. Puts it up. It's good.
Coming off the pitch. Adrian's got 9.
And
That's
this
9
is
for
also
Adrian.
into a slump after they traded for Reggie Jackson. 1-9 after the trade deadline. That they would end the season on a better note.
Patterson
Truly,
gives it over to Simmons. To Parker.
And that one's
He lays it in.
10 points for him.
You know, there's no
That's
better
10
sign
for
of
him.
how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
just beautiful when they play the game like this.
D Sharp. Oh, he turns it over. He was trying to look for DJ Sharp there.
Passes it to Parker. Deflects the pass. And
Drummond
kicks the
to
pass.
Patterson for 3. It's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during
D Sharp. And he turns it over again. The Pistons with it now.
Now Patterson. 5 points in the game. Got a piece of it.
Oh, almost a turnover.
Drummond with it.
Drummond.
Defended by Freak. And
He
Drummond
gives over to Simmons. And he gets fouled.
last year, and the Hawks were incredible at home
DJ
last
Sharp
season.
picks up his first foul.
Unveiled that beautiful statue of Dominique Wilkins in front of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, and so much went right for the Hawks. And adding that statue of Meek was the cherry on top. Very classy move from that organization.
Simmons knocks down the first one.
Atlanta making some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Freak. Smith comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Teague in for Freak. And a different look here for the Pistons. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Johnson comes in for Morris. Jackson, he's checked in for Parker. And it's Jennings in for Patterson.
And Simmons nails both of them.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Atlanta. They're trailing by 3. Here's T.
Feeds it to Smith.
Gets to the Smith for 3.
Misses.
That's off.
And, you know, for the Hawks last season, they ended with a 35-6 record at home, and that was the best in the East.
Reggie Jackson wide
Second
open.
best in the NBA.
No good. Ilyasova with the rebound. And he gets fouled. Josh Smith with his first foul.
And for the Hawks, it was a good year to get the city. No, take that. It was a great year to get the city talking about basketball again. And Atlanta hasn't always rallied behind this team, but boy, did they show up more than usual last season.
Super 2.
Ilyasova nails the first one.
And guys, how about Ilyasova last season shooting the
Paul Millsap
basketball?
checked in with DJ Sharp.
His improvements in efficiency were amazing. He increased his field goal accuracy from 41 to 47% in only 1 year.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Freak.
And he missed the second.
1 for 2 at the line.
Oh, and the Pistons get it. Oh, Josh Smith with the block. Millsap nails it from mid-range.
Play to his strengths. Lots of ball movement, penetration, kicking out to open spot-up shooters. Ersan shows
Here's
us
Jackson.
that's his kind of game.
There's the screen.
This is Stanley Johnson.
Offensive rebound.
No good.
Here's
Simmons with the rebound, and he lays it back in.
For 6 shooting tonight.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's T.
It's Atlanta.
No scoring yet from him.
Josh Smith for 3.
Boy, just
No
like
good.
body language, Kevin, you can
The
tell he
Pistons
thought
with
that
the
triple
rebound.
ball.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You could see
Johnson.
disappointment in his face.
It's off. Jennings. Blocked by Corver. Simmons. Missed it. Millsap with the rebound. Horford gives it to Smith. He lays it in.
Very nice feed. Smith's got his first
this one.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Jackson following the score by
Jackson.
Josh Smith. 4 on the shot clock.
Simmons puts it up. It's off.
Here's
Johnson with the rebound. And he missed it.
Smith with the defensive effort.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Smith on the wing.
Smith wide open.
And it's
He missed
Smith
it.
again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Simmons.
Simmons wide open.
A shot
It's
with
good.
assist by Jennings. 12 points for the Cobra.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Here's Teague.
And here's Teague. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked by Horford. Teague gets to Corbin.
Here's
So it's
Corbin.
going to be a 3-second
And that's
violation
going
out
to
there.
be a defensive 3-second call.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
So Kyle Korver at the line for Atlanta. And he knocks it down.
Look at his contract, and Kyle Korver is a steal, Clark. It's
So
4
for
years and
Atlanta,
$24 million.
Dennis Schroeder checks in for Korver. And for the Pistons, Aaron Baines checked in for DeAndre Simmons.
And a pro's pro in terms of the locker room.
Here's Smith,
When he's on the
just
field,
the Schroeder.
No question.
He missed it. Teague with the rebound. He missed it.
From Jackson.
They've been sensational on the backboard.
Here's Jennings.
Yeah, sensational.
No good.
Really good
Baines.
word for it, Greg.
And one.
Up on the glass.
Plus the foul.
To that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The Pistons have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3
A
for
foul
4.
committed by Al Horford. His first of the game.
One shot. One shot.
And Baines. And he missed the free throw.
And Corbett, not the longest or the most athletic, but he's disciplined.
Here's Teague.
And also moves his feet well. So
Back to
talk about
Schroeder.
staying on a string defensively.
He missed it.
He's always attentive and engaged.
Here comes the
Moving it
Pistons.
up. Here's
Jennings.
Al Horford
Missed
with the
it.
rebound.
Great defense by Jeff Teague.
The Hawks trail by 5.
Millsap.
Dishes to Schroeder.
And he turns it over.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And stolen.
Oh, and
away.
Johnson turns it over.
Schroeder with the ball.
Here comes Schroeder. To the basket.
Rebound by
It's
Brandon
off.
Jennings.
And Corbett, a guy who'll set a hard screen, scrap the rebound.
Here's Jackson.
Basketball family. You can
No good.
tell his
Horford with the rebound. Here comes Atlanta. Smith all the way to the basket. In and out. He almost put it in. Jennings.
Passes to Johnson.
He's at the Johnson. Back to Jennings. And he knocks it down.
That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Here's Schroeder.
Schroeder.
Schroeder. It's to Smith. At the buzzer.
Got it off in time.
It's off.
No good. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Pistons on top, up by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
So as you can see, the Pistons, they lead by 7 points. 34-27 against the Hawks.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And meanwhile, for the Atlanta Hawks, they gotta get better, because after they was pounding the paint, after they was going inside the paint, they stopped doing that, and they let the Pistons to have the lead here in this quarter. So they need to do something in this quarter, because I'm pretty sure they really need to start going to the paint.
Detroit leading by 7. They've got Cephalosha.
Here's Patterson.
Freak is out there with Freak. Then it's Freak.
Gives it back to Drummond. To Parker.
That's the group starting the second.
Missed it. D-Sharp with the rebound.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%.
Oh, D-Sharp turned it over.
And here we go.
Parker puts it up. It's good.
Parker's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pistons. In the corner,
D-Sharp gives it to Cephalosha. He gives it to Adrian with 3. No good.
Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game.
Parker. He turned it over. DJ Sharp gives it to Adrian. Oh! The windmill!
That is just unreal.
When you get up that high, you need clearance from the control tower.
Here's Detroit.
Guys, that's
Meeks.
one that'll get replayed a few times, I'm sure.
Here's Meeks after the basket by Atlanta.
Meeks has nowhere to go. He's trying to get past DJ Sharp. 3 seconds on the shot clock. He gets blocked. Here comes Atlanta. Adrian banks it in.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size,
Here's Drummond.
continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Now here's Patterson. He's got 5.
Gives it back to Drummond. Parker lays it in.
Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
D-Sharp to Jeff T. To Cephalosha. Adrian for 3. It's good. Desmond Adrian from downtown.
He's been very effective so far.
Pistons leading by 4. Patterson dishes to Drummond inside.
Drummond gives it to Morris. To Meeks. And he gets fouled. DJ Sharp with his second foul.
You can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Number 5, the Hawks.
Boy, they had so many guys with quick feet and quick hands on that team. I mean, they put relentless pressure on the opponent. And as a result, they came up with an awful lot of steals. I mean, this team has been very impressive defensively.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Meeks knocks down the first one.
Checked in for Atlanta. And
DeAndre Simmons, he's checked in for Detroit.
He's checked in for Morris.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Meeks nails both.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Here's D-Sharp.
Freak kicks to
Gives it
Freak.
to DJ Sharp. To Korver. It's good. Kyle Korver from downtown.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little
Patterson
Now,
turns it over. That was a bad pass.
Look now at some numbers for Kyle Korver. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists.
That was not a good pass.
We've been seeing from him.
But the Pistons still lead by 3, however.
You know, that's what stars do. This is always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistent.
Now here's Freak.
DJ Sharp to Korver. It's good. Kyle Korver. Another 3 for him. And the game is tied.
Now here's Patterson. He kicks it to Simmons.
And he turns it over. Patterson turned it over. Here's Korver to Adrian. No good. DJ Sharp with the rebound. He gets fouled.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So DJ Sharp is going to go to the line.
They'll make him earn him from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Hawks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shoot two.
So DJ Sharp at the line for the Hawks. He nails the first one, and they take the lead. And he nails both of them.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Here's Patterson.
Now Patterson.
He gives it over to Simmons.
Here's Simmons.
Fires. It's good. DeAndre Simmons. He's putting on a show in this game. He's got 15.
Struggled to punish teams from the perimeter. Last year, that was not the case.
Adrian.
It shows dramatic improvement in being a threat
Is it
from behind
DJ
the arc.
Sharp?
Now here's Freak.
Is it back to Adrian?
Adrian kicks the
It's
Freak.
D Sharp in the corner. It's off. Adrian lays it back in.
Adrian's got 9 points in the quarter.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Here's
He's
Patterson.
been a key contributor
This is to
for them
Parker.
this quarter.
To Drummond.
Those who said the Pistons
To
became a
Patterson.
team that could hurt from deep, they set a franchise
He
record.
fades
Most
and
minutes
missed
per
it.
game and almost 9
Adrian with the rebound.
threes per contest.
And it wasn't like Detroit was forcing it. I mean, they were just good at shooting.
Here's Korver. It's good.
Both total 3-pointers made and 3-point percentage.
Pistons trail by 3.
Here's Patterson.
Here's Patterson.
Puts it up. It's off.
Another shot.
Drummond. And he turns it over.
Fast break the Hawks.
Here comes Atlanta. D Sharp. Oh, the DJ Sharp is right there.
Alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team.
Timeout Pistons.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. You can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to get up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Wow. That is insane. The Hawks were down in the first quarter, and now they brought themselves back to take the lead by just 5. But here's another issue. The points in the paint again. It's the points in the paint again. The Pistons have got to avoid that, because the many times they do that, the more the Atlanta lead is going to continue to grow. They have got to stop that. But the Hawks, they're doing pretty good, because they were down in the first quarter. Now their starters are back in the game, and now they have the lead. So they actually know that when they end up down by a couple of points, and when they starters come back in, they know when to bring them back, and that's what they're doing in this game.
Pistons trail by 5.
Here's Patterson.
And Patterson
Gives it over to Simmons. Fires. No. Parker with the rebound. Great defense by Adrian. Drummond puts it back up and in.
Drummond's got his second basket of the night.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chances.
Here's D Sharp.
by
Takes it to the basket. Oh!
And that sort of showmanship is just
That was a beautiful dunk right there.
team trying Clark to get back in
He's sharp. Gives it to Simmons. Fades. It's off. Here comes the Hawks. Cephalosha. Almost turned it over. Adrian mid-range. He got it.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
He's got 20.
And here's Patterson.
Patterson turns it over. Here's Cephalosha. Throws it up for Adrian and he throws it down.
It's a real alley-oop that time, Parker.
The pass, Clark, catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Here's Meeks. Back to Simmons. Back to Meeks. Gives it to Drummond. To Patterson. For 3. It's good.
That's now 8 points.
Christian Patterson with the 3. He's got 8.
You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Now the pass to Cephalosha.
Here's Cephalosha. Gives it over to Adrian.
Adrian gets the 3.
Back to D Sharp. All the way. He lays it in.
Basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And
Here's
really,
Patterson.
there is no resistance defensively right now. And it's just.
And he turns it over again.
Will take possession.
Parker stepped out of bounds.
And the Hawks making a change here. Millsap's checked in. And a different look here for the Pistons. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Johnson comes in for Meeks. Jackson, he's checked in for Parker. And it's Jennings in for Patterson. Atlanta leading by 8.
Here's Atlanta.
3
Sharp.
to Corbett.
To Kyle Korver. No good. Ilyasova with the rebound. Johnson. Gives it to Jennings. It's off. Johnson. Blocked. Johnson again. He lays it in this time.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy.
D Sharp turns it over.
During the course of this first half.
Jennings. Bounce pass to Johnson. He missed it. Great defense by Adrian.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
D Sharp almost turned it over. Adrian for 3. It's good. Adrian from downtown. He's got 23.
He's only gotten harder.
Detroit's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. It's
And Johnson turned it over. D Sharp throws it up. Cephalosha throws it down. Timeout Pistons.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Freak really making a difference here.
When he's getting to the rack all game, if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Now they are just having some bad looks at this point. The Pistons are just having bad looks at this point. Because if you see the stats here, you can see that the Hawks, they're now starting to fire from 3-point territory. And that is what's been killing the Pistons. The 3-point shot, the points in the paint, is not looking too good. The Hawks now have 30 points in the paint, and that's too much. That's too many points in the paint. So they've got to do something on this possession. They got to do something. Because they're now down 11 after having a lead.
Pistons trail by 11.
Here's Jennings.
On the wing, Johnson.
Gives it to Johnson.
The shot
It's good.
assist by Jennings. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Hey guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game, some can't stand it. One of the
Here's
more
D Sharp.
polarizing-
He turns it over.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever
Here
shoot
comes
for an
Detroit.
efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender.
Ilyasova.
He's a catalyst. Pushes the action and he'll go on scoring.
He gives it to Aaron
He
Baines.
does more good
Back
than
to
bad.
Jennings. Fires. It's good.
Right on that shot. The Hawks leading by 6. Freak with it. 10 points for him.
Sharp.
To the middle.
Gives it to Horford. Puts it up. It's good.
Freak's got his 9th assist in the game now.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as
Here's Jennings.
The aggressors
And he turns it over.
on the offensive end.
Here comes Atlanta. Corver.
Guarded by Jackson.
Is it D-Sharp? Back to Corver.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
And he turns it over. Jennings on the break. And he throws it down.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stemmed from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor.
Corver lays it in. Nice cut there.
16 points in the game for Kyle Korver.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those
Oh, and
lanes
Jennings
in the
turns
middle
it over.
much more effectively.
Here comes Atlanta. Millsap. Oh, he missed the dunk.
Each and every possession.
Millsap. That was wide open. Oh, Jennings gets rejected by Horford.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it.
D-Sharp
At the elbow.
gives it to Horford. To Cephalosha. It's good.
Cephalosha's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
They set the pick. Here is Jennings. He's got
Jennings.
6 and stolen
Oh, he
by
turns it over. Jackson turned it over. Here's Atlanta. Corver.
Johnson.
Blocked by Johnson. Jennings. Missed it.
Jennings can't get it to go.
Nice defense from Al
Difficult
Horford.
game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Here's Sharp.
D-Sharp.
Some
Missed the
slow
layup.
from Jackson.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance. and
Pistons
cause that
down
shot
by
to go
10.
wide.
Baines passes to Johnson.
Here's Johnson.
Hits it from
It's
3-point
good.
range. Johnson's got 8 points.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are
D-Sharp.
from
Oh,
the
to the basket. Missed it. Gets it back.
And a foul.
And he gets fouled.
Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2.
Aaron Baines picks up his
Fantastic
first.
numbers here for Free. 10 points and 10 assists also. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
For Atlanta, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Shoot 2. Shoot 2.
So D-Sharp at the line for Atlanta.
And the
And
first
there's
one.
the first one.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Smith checked in for the Hawks. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Kyle Korver. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings. And
Sharp
both
nails
free throws
both of them.
good from Freak.
And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. They were able to shoot the ball
Jennings
better and
gives it
better
to
as the
Ilyasova
season wore
for
on.
3.
Overall, they cut
No
out
good.
little mistakes
Baines
that
with the
bothered them
rebound.
back and forth.
And he missed it.
The Hawks leading by 9. Out to Smith. All
Josh
alone.
Smith wide open.
And that one goes
And he
long.
missed it.
Detroit's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
Here's
Now here's
Jackson.
Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
4 seconds for Jackson. 3, 2, 1. Baines at the buzzer.
Good. Hold on. The officials.
I'm not sure if he got that off, but they're gonna have to review it to see if he got it.
Gonna bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And a chance here to just double check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second.
Yeah, so we gotta see if he got this one off.
Watching exactly what the officials are
Let's
seeing,
see.
Greg, from the NBA.
No, he didn't get it off.
You've
The
got
buzzer is at 0.
So they're making sure they got it right.
So that is gonna not count. So that's gonna be no good. Aaron Baines thought he really got that
Well,
off.
the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change spark, and the scoreboard is we have the quarter.
Smart decision to shot.
So that's going to do it for the half. Hawks lead by 9.
Hawks lead by 9. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And now, the 2K Sports halftime show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. It was a shaky first quarter for Atlanta. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. They completely changed their approach and just dominated the second quarter, now in firm control with a 9-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Well, Ernie, Kenny, the offense was running really well. And their shooting percentage was outstanding, and it wasn't just luck. It's because the offense never allowed the opposing defenders to get comfortable.
Over to Kenny. What do you think about Detroit?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Freak in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Yep, and they're looking to do that. Now for the Pistons. They've got to get better. Because the way they've been being soft this whole time, had the lead in the first, gave it up in the second. So they gotta come back here. Because Atlanta is now leading by 9. And they don't want to start off like this.
Pistons trail by 9. Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Marcus Morris is out there with the Cobra.
Here's Patterson.
And there's Parker.
This is the Parker.
And
It's off. Oh, and DJ Sharp stepped out of bounds when he was getting the rebound.
Hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Detroit's gotten a positive.
Oh, and they turned it over.
14 3-pointers in this game. Ran it all. Here's Sharp.
G Sharp. It's good.
Freak's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there for him.
Here's Detroit.
Now Patterson.
Patterson with the ball.
Out the dish to Simmons. It's
He gets it to
tipped.
Simmons. Oh, it's tipped. Cephalosha with the steal. D Sharp to Adrian.
Cannot hit.
He missed the
Good D
layup.
by Drummond. Pistons trail by 11.
Here's Detroit. Parker.
Parker outside. Kicks to Simmons.
Gives it to Simmons. He throws it down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And out. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Here's D Sharp.
Here's Freak. He's got 14.
This is the Adrian.
Takes the
It's good.
Adrian's got 27.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
The Pistons shooting well. They're at 45%.
It's Patterson.
Drummond the screen. The feed to Simmons.
He gives it to Simmons.
Hook shot on
Look,
the way.
it's good.
It's good off the glass that time. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
That hook shot was softer than whipped cream and cotton balls. His post game is simply fantastic.
Here's D Sharp. This is the Adrian for 3. It's good.
And he has just been in a flow.
Adrian from downtown. He's got 30 in the game.
Here's Patterson. He's got 8 as their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for him here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get
Here's
back.
Simmons. And he throws it down.
Powerful two-hand, Jim. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final
Here's
half.
D-Sharp. He gets to Adrian. Back to D-Sharp. Back to Adrian. He lays it in.
Adrian's got 32 points.
Everything going to plan here.
And the Pistons are going to call a timeout.
Thus far.
If they
Not many
are getting too many easy buckets.
It was the first time they took the East since 1994.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And with the Hawks and the East, they just dominated the rest of the division. 39 of the Hawks' 60 regular season wins came in conference.
Yeah, and across the board, the Hawks statistically just dominated all Eastern opponents. They shot it better, played better defense, took better care of the ball. They are set up to be a factor in this conference for a long time.
Wow, the way the Hawks have been playing is just terrifying. 36 points in the paint. They shot 6 3-pointers, 32 field goals. If the Pistons could just start shooting their threes, they would be still in this game. It wouldn't be at double digits right now. They need to start shooting their threes.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Patterson with it.
And here is Patterson. 8 points for him.
Patterson. He's got 8 in the game.
Parker lets up. It's out of bounds.
And that was almost turned over. It was touched last by Corbett.
Leaderboard with last season's top rebounding team. In fourth, the Pistons.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Simmons. Oh, he gets blocked. DJ Sharp with the chase down block. DJ Sharp fires. It's good.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Patterson gives it to Simmons. It's off. That was an easy bucket there. Here's Adrian. Gives it to Corbett. It's good. Another 3.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team.
The Hawks are now putting it on. Simmons on fakes, and he gets fouled. That's DJ Sharp's third.
And that's certainly been the case for the Cobra. He's got 21 points and the 1 steal. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
So DeAndre Simmons at the line. And Simmons knocks it down.
And guys, you look over the history of the Defensive Player of the Year award. And
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Hawks.
Big men get the blocks and clog up the paint. But before last season, the last 10 Defensive Player of the Year awards went to bigs.
And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in.
And Simmons missed the second.
Last year we saw Kawhi Leonard win the Defensive Player of the Year award. Draymond Green was runner-up.
Teague to DJ Sharp for 3. It's off. Adrian. Oh, blocked by Andre Drummond. Here comes the Pistons. Parker. It's good.
2 are big guys, so well earned by Kawhi Leonard, and Draymond Green very easily could have won the award too.
screen.
Cephalosha, he gives it to DJ Sharp. Puts it up. Oh, what a move by DJ Sharp.
Freak's got 11.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Feeds it to Simmons.
Here's Simmons. And that's going to be an offensive 3-second call.
Last season, he played outstanding. Second in rebounding, 10th in blocks, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And looking back to last season, his complete
Here's
dominance
T.
on the boards to rank number 2 overall, remarkable.
Gives it to Adrian. Fires.
He's got 32.
It's off. Cephalosha with the rebound. Back to Adrian. He fires again. It's off again. DJ Sharp lays it back in.
He's got 13.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Simmons.
I'd agree with you, and I don't
Takes
think
it.
they
It's
expected
good.
this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Simmons is doing whatever he can to bring his team back.
I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Here's T.
T with the ball.
This is the quarter.
Any points in this one. And
Oh, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a super.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for the Pistons.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Brandon Jennings is checked in for Patterson.
Adrian, it's good.
34 points for Freak.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior
Jennings
defense.
gives it
Now,
to Rock
here's
Parker.
16 points for him. Inside.
He gives it to
Here's
Simmons, and he throws it down.
Yeah. It's not possible what we just caught in that case.
Not probable, but it is possible, Martin. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire
Cephalosha
league who can pull off
gives it
something
to Adrian,
like that.
to T for 3. In and out.
With the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds.
Here comes the Pistons. Parker to Jennings to Simmons, mid-range. He got it.
People wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping, but I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play
His
was
team.
bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take
Forward
another huge
to
leap
Cephalosha.
forward.
No good.
I'm expecting a
Drummond with the rebound. And here comes the Pistons. Simmons. And he gets fouled. Kyle Korver with his first foul.
It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And Simmons knocked down the first one.
We'll go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Freak. Millsap comes in for Freak. Smith checked in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver.
And there's the second.
Both of the shots. The Hawks leading by 13.
Here comes Atlanta.
Pass to Horford.
He gets it to Horford.
Puts up a 3.
He takes it
Kept
and
alive
missed
by
it.
Atlanta.
T
It's going by
turns it over.
And now the Pistons. Fast
Here
break.
comes the
Here's
Pistons. Simmons
Count that
lays
one.
it in.
Simmons got 32 points.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck speed. He still maintains his body.
T.
Under passes
He
to
almost
T.
turned it over there.
He dishes
T.
it to
It's
Schroeder.
the Schroeder.
And
No
that's off
good.
the mark by Atlanta. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here.
Here's Simmons.
We'll go
And he
down.
lays it
The
in.
Hawks lead has got down to 9 in the bucket from Simmons.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get get somebody else to step up.
He's tried. It's just the team ain't doing nothing. He has to do it all by himself. Millsap gets the spin. He fades and missed it. T and one. Jeff T gets the bucket. And he'll go to the line for a chance to make it a 3-point play. Here comes Reggie Jackson checking in for Detroit.
In the league, he's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Pistons.
T nails the free throw.
He's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
Now here's Jennings.
Gives it to Simmons. And he lays it in.
To get in close. 36 points for the Cobra.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Millsap
gives it to T.
Back to Millsap.
Millsap with 3. No good. Hawk get it back. Smith missed it. Horford blocked by Simmons. Smith again. It's off again.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Ouch. That's not good for Smith. Simmons for 3. That's off.
Jeff Teague's defense. I mean, his rebounding.
Here's Millsap. That's no good.
He could get in there and grab a few more.
Now here's Jennings, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Jennings passes to
Here's Jennings. It's good.
Jennings has got 6 assists.
Timeout Hawks.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
The Hawks had no choice but to call timeout there.
Not just the improvement, Clark, and accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone his game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
That wasn't good. You saw Josh Smith's stats. Ouch. Ouch. That's not good. 1 for 10 from the field. Only 2 points. That's not good. Now the Pistons are still fighting. They just gotta continue doing what they're doing. Because now they're down by 8 now. Because they were trailing by double digits. But now they were able to bring themselves back. Here's T. And he turns it over. Here's Simmons, turning on the Jets. He missed the layup. He shouldn't have missed right there. Shooter wide open. It's good. Hawks back up by double digits. Simmons fires. It's good. He answers right back.
The Hawks shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. The pass to Horford. It's deflected.
Oh, Schroeder turns it over. Here comes the Pistons. Simmons. And he got it, but it's a foul. Jeff T gets it. That's his first. So that's going to be an and 1 for the Pistons. I'm not sure if that's going to be an end. I'm not sure exactly.
Get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line. They would immediately take a step back.
So yeah, that's the and one for the Pistons. Simmons made the layup and Teague fouled Jody Meeks, which means that's an and one. And he nails it. Now it's a 5-point game.
The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Schroeder. He feeds it to Horford.
D Sharp with it. He was looking pretty mad on the bench because the Pistons are now back in it. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks are looking mad now because the Pistons are now back in the game. D Sharp. Gives it to Josh Smith. Smith. And he turns it over. Here comes Detroit. Simmons. Missed it. Here's Korver. He gives it to Smith. Back to Korver. He's wide open. And he puts it in.
22 points in the game for Kyle Korver. Pistons trail by 8.
Here's Jackson. Gives it to Meeks. And he turns it over. Here comes Atlanta.
Now here's Free. Guarded by Jackson. Pass to Korver.
Korver again. It's off.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want.
If I'm them, I try it.
Jackson gets it to Drummond. And he throws it down.
Signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
7-second difference. Shot and game clock.
Here's D Sharp.
And here's Free.
Gets it to Smith. It's off. Back to Smith. He fires again. It's good.
And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. Pistons trail by 8. To the left side wing.
Here's Meeks.
And
It's good.
In the back of the rim on the way in. Meeks got 5.
4 seconds for D Sharp. D Sharp puts it up at the buzzer. And he missed it.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Hawks on top. They lead by 6. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game.
So the Hawks up by 6 to start the 4th and final quarter.
The Hawks leading by 6. Kyle Korver is out there with Free. That's Tabo.
Here's D Sharp.
Then it's Free.
And he turns it over. Here comes the Pistons. Simmons for 3. It's off. Drummond back to Simmons. He lays it in. He's eaten.
Your heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the net.
The Hawks shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks.
D Sharp. Gives it to Adrian. He got it.
Adrian's got 37.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Morris. Oh, almost turned it over. Simmons. He gets fouled.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Shoot two.
Nails the first one. You know, Simmons is doing everything he can to make sure his team does not get blowed out. It's just the rest of his teammates have got to do something.
So he gets him.
He nails both of them.
Here's Freak. Fourth quarter just getting started.
Korver, Adrian, 3. He got it. That's 40 points.
Third assist on the night. Pistons trail by 8. Drummond a screen. That's up to Parker.
No good. Drummond back to Parker. It's good.
Parker's got 19 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
The dish to Freak. Launches it.
Easy shot. 3. And that's a foul on Desmond Adrian. His first foul.
Making a switch here. Teague's checked in.
Jeff T. He's checked in for Kyle Korver.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Now here's Patterson. And
Morris for 3. It's off.
Off the mark.
Here comes Atlanta.
And here we go. Fast break.
DJ Sharp to Cephalosha to Adrian for 3. He knocks it down.
Adrian's got 43 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Simmons fades a 3. That's no good. Drummond throws it down.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he is.
Adrian fires again. He got it.
Finding a way, 100% effort all the time.
And you know, Kevin, all
That's 7 threes for Adrian in this game.
do we see from this guy?
Hawks are now up by 9.
Possession here. Following the 3 by Atlanta. Here's
Simmons for 3. It's good.
Getting those 3 points back. Simmons got 48.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Kicks to Adrian.
Adrian fires again. It's good. Another 3 for Adrian. They can't stop him. But it was a foul on DJ Sharp.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The feed to Simmons.
And that's a foul. DJ Sharp with his 5th foul.
Look easy here. I mean, they're just automatic from the line.
DJ Sharp has really got to go to the bench now. Because he needs to be really careful. And he knocks it down.
He made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunities.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Hawks. That's also both free throws. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Freak kicks to Adrian.
And Adrian. Oh. And it's a foul on Drummond.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Here's Freak.
Here's D. Sharp.
To the left side wing.
It's Cephalosha.
And
it's off.
One comes up a bit short. Pistons trail by 7. Down low. Takes it from
Here's Patterson. It's good.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at the end of the floor.
D. Sharp. This is the Millsap. It's to Jeff T. for 3. It's up.
With the 3-point shot. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his
Here
offense.
comes the Pistons. Parker lays it in to get it to a 3-point game.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. They set the pick. Freak kicks the tee.
And he turns it over.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break.
Patterson.
Now here's Patterson. He's covered
It's
closely.
Simmons.
Here's Simmons in the foul.
And that's going to be a charging foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Simmons gets his second.
It was just purely flawless as a ball secure, but that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
The Hawks leading by 3. Freak dishes to Millsap.
Millsap wide open. It's good.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being a
Oh, and a turnover by Patterson. Here comes Atlanta on the break. Millsap to Adrian to D Sharp.
Play to win.
Here's Freak following the basket by Paul.
Back to Adrian.
Here's Adrian.
Puts it up and he gets fouled.
Go to the line and shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. 49 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
All right, now. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So Adrian at the line. Looking to put up 50.
First free
And he got it.
Atlanta making some changes. Freak's checked in for Millsap, and it's Korver in for Jeff Teague.
So for the Hawks, Korver checks in for T, and DJ Sharp checks in for Millsap. Now DJ Sharp better be careful, because if he gets one more foul, then he is out of there. And he nails it.
So he makes them both. Pistons trail by 7. Now Patterson feeds it to Simmons.
Patterson gives it to Simmons. Fades. It's off.
Here's Drummond.
Drummond lays it in.
Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know,
DJ Sharp
they
fires.
much more effort than
In and out.
Would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it.
Morris fires. It's off. Hawks with the rebound.
Here's one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Sharp the pass to Adrian.
Adrian back to DJ Sharp. It's good.
Gets it to go on the assist by Freak. Adrian's got 3 assists tonight. The Pistons have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth.
6 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Morris outside.
Morris for 3.
Pistons keep
It's
it
off.
In change shot.
Simmons lays it back in.
Lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Simmons.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Freak kicks to Adrian.
Adrian.
It's good.
And one!
The shot will go to the free throw line.
He cannot be stopped.
Defense has just been unable to slow him down.
The foul called on Drummond. And Adrian, he misses the free throw.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA draft combine, he measured 7 feet tall with a
Parker
7'7"
banks it in.
and he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
The Hawks leading by 5. Freak dishes to Korver.
Korver. It's good.
Korver's got 24 points.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at.
Here's Parker
Keep
to Drummond
feeding the fire.
to Morris.
Real enough.
Got it.
And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. When you factor in the two things as a big that I really value, great hands,
DJ Sharp
and he's got that.
missed the layup.
You can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain
Oh,
him.
Patterson missed it.
And the Hawks with possession here. Following this game, they hit the road to take on the Knicks.
D Sharp for 3. He got it.
Played away from home for them.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Now, here's Morris. Here's Simmons.
Simmons missed the hook. Drummond blocked.
They recover it. Parker passes to Patterson.
That's a huge block for Adrian. Drummond again. Missed it.
Adrian's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
D Sharp fires again. It's good. D Sharp from downtown. He's got 20.
Three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, he's actually doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Here's Patterson.
Here's Patterson.
Following the three
It's
by
the Drummond to Parker. It's good.
Gets it to go.
Timeout Hawks.
Parker's got 11 in the second half. Atlanta calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Now the Hawks, they're up by single digit now. They're up by 9. They could somehow keep the lead for these last few minutes so they could get it so they could get out of there with a victory. But the Pistons, they're fighting like nobody has ever seen before. See now they got the edge in points in the paint with 48. So Hawks looking to keep the lead for these last few minutes of the game.
Let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any
Sharp
silly
to
fouls.
Corver.
Thank you, Doris.
He nails it from deep.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Pass to Simmons. Takes
Simmons
the three.
fires.
And he gets
He
it.
answers back with his own 3.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Free.
Here's Adrian.
And there's the 3-second.
And that's the 3-second call. And
And he
Adrian
shows
nails
the
it.
focus there, nails the technical.
Now the Hawks lead by 10 with 3 minutes left.
Here's
D Sharp takes a 3. Bounces up and missed it.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm
Patterson
on that. You can see
gives it
this
to Morris for 3.
Morris.
No good.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Cephalosha to DJ Sharp for 3. It's up.
Missing.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling.
On a steal by Atlanta.
Unfortunately, the execution
Crowd
has been
gets on their feet.
Now here's
DJ Sharp gets it to Corver. To D Sharp.
Freak says a screen for Freak.
DJ Sharp gets a screen. DJ Sharp.
And so
And he gets fouled.
officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
just absolute domination in this one's for free. He has 15 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop.
So guys, Pistons did everything they could. They did everything they could to stop the Hawks. But DJ Sharp, he's avoiding that 6th foul. He's avoiding the foul out. Now he's still out there. And he misses the free throw. Even if he misses both of these free throws, his team will still be up by double digits. And he nails the second though. Timeout Pistons. They need to make a game plan for these last 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
Time call here. The Pistons tried to talk it over. Freak really making a difference here.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Alright, so 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Pistons down by 11.
Pistons trail by 11.
Oh, Patterson almost turned it over. He's going to fire. It's off. Simmons with another board. And he missed it. Great defense by DJ Sharp.
Interior defense. And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you.
Speaking of DJ Sharp, he's going to fire from 3. And he missed it.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
To the paint.
Here's Drummond. Here's the Parker. To Patterson. He lays it in.
Patterson's got it back down to single digits for Detroit.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here's D. Sharp. D. Sharp. This is the Corver. To DJ Sharp. Puts it up. It's off.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here.
Patterson to Parker for 3. No good. Hawks with the rebound.
This period, we can have a fresh start for the next one.
Adrian. And he gets fouled.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
So Adrian's going to go to the line. He's already got 53 points. And listen to that. Listen to the fans chanting MVP for Adrian. Because he has had a tremendous game. Even though the Pistons brought themselves back, Adrian still said absolutely not.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Adrian said absolutely not. The Pistons are not even going to come back. We're not going to let them come back. Because when they came back in that third quarter, Adrian was like, we're not going to let them take the lead. Not on my watch. And he nailed both of them. Now the Pistons are down by 11. With a minute remaining, they've got to get some huge shots. Parker, it's off. So the Hawks are going to waste the clock out because they know that the game is all on them now. Adrian for 3. It's good. Another 3 for Adrian.
First official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to
Patterson.
together 3 more times this season, Greg.
Pistons need one more shot, and that is going to do it. Patterson, he's the Drummond. He throws it down.
All-around game it was for Freak. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's Freak after the basket by Detroit.
So even though the Hawks can just take this 24-second violation because they know they're going to win the game, so it doesn't even matter because they're not even going to shoot it because it's game over.
It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
So my Bulldozer, you really don't have to be upset about that one. They had to because the game is over. the game is over. So the Atlanta Hawks win their first game of the season, beating the Pistons here by 12, 142 to 130.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline, of course.
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
You know, we got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. You know, as simple as that. Just glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.
An escape from some mistakes, Paul. Well done, guys.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet. The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan Player of the Game. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage.
Wow. Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there are 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Wow. I can't believe that. The Hawks in that fourth quarter kept the lead. That is how you do it on your home floor. You have the advantage, then you lose it in the next quarter. Well, they didn't have the lead in the first, then they lost it in the second. Then they took the lead in the second. Then the third quarter, the Pistons started fighting back, and then in the fourth quarter, the Hawks, they just didn't want the Pistons to get back in it. But look at these stats. Adrian put up 59 points. Kyle Korver with 27. 27. D-Sharp with 20 points and 22 assists. That's a lot of assists. And DJ Sharp put up 16 points. So 4 people from the starters put up a lot of numbers, including Adrian. For the Pistons, you see that DeAndre Simmons put up 55, but it wasn't enough. Rob Parker put up 25, and that wasn't enough. Drummond put up 12, and Patterson put up 12. So the Hawks just ruined Andre Drummond's triple-double that he just picked up. So, for Atlanta, they get this win at home in front of their home fans, winning by 12, and they'll be out on the road in New York to face the New York Knicks. Meanwhile, for the Pistons, as you guys know, since they just lost this one, they have a chance to bounce back, as they will take on R.J. Griffin and the visiting Utah Jazz. Wow, that one was incredible right there. But the Hawks hold on to win by 12 as we get set for our second game of this doubleheader. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on Brett McDonald and the Chicago Bulls. So we'll see you guys in Chicago for the second game of this triple header to start the season.